Hi guys, this is Androidpipe.com and I'm here with a game called Turbo League. It's a Rocket League clone, it's available on Android for free and I'm playing it on the Allview P9 Energy, also known as the Gionee M6. So the game is free and we're playing with a car that plays soccer with a ball. That's the whole concept of the game, and of course it includes ads because it's a free game after all. So we have to wait for this ad. It was launched in December 2016, Turbo League, on iOS and Android. The loading screens are a bit on the long side and you're playing soccer with cars. You do not have power-ups, you do not have upgrades, you only have nitrous and you have to score with the ball in the goal as fast as possible and before your enemies do that. So you can either play online or play solo by basically practicing your moves. You only have one car at first, and if you want other ones like this one here, you have to pay various amounts of currency like $1 or $2, and you can also apply various decals so you can stand out in your online gameplay sessions. All the cars cost, some of the decals also cost, and the controls are pretty straightforward, forward and back, left and right. And here we go, we're joining the blue team and we're about to start the gameplay. Okay, so let's start with the bad things here. The controls are pretty poorly implemented, so not very efficient, and the camera is also not very smart. The controls, as you can see, involve these arrows, but also there's a jump button, and you have to score by bringing the ball into that gate. As you can see, the other cars are trying to push it towards the opponent's gate. And you can change the camera in case you don't like the ball cam. There's the dash cam, there's the fixed cam, there's the drift cam, and the front cam, which I'm going to leave here. So they scored apparently, and now it's 1-0. Every game session, every match is about 4 minutes in length, and the first one to reach a certain number of goals wins. So the one with the highest number of goals wins in the end. The physics is quite poor here, so once you get hit you'll be flying around like a cardboard box of matches. And here we are, we got the ball in our sights. We can also apply some nitrous, and guess what, they've just scored. Okay, so in spite of the score we don't see anything mentioned here, which is rather odd. It's probably an own goal or who knows what. Very strange. Usually they get counted. Okay, so the physics is really crazy in this level. There are a lot of bugs here. Bugs related to the controls, to the camera, and to the physics. And sometimes you even lose sight of the ball. And guess what? You can actually go all the way up on the ceiling and then fall like this. And you can reset yourself by pressing this button here. I still haven't figured out what this button does. I know that this one resets you, but the other one, well, I don't. So we're here at Androidpipe.com. We're playing with Turbo League, wannabe Rocket League. It's very confusing. A map would be good here when we try to find the ball. These are all real gamers, just like me, trying to get a hold of the ball and score if possible. Okay, so here we go, and we just hit the top bar. From what I've seen in my gameplay session so far, most of the time it will be spent in midfield trying to get a proper view of the goal and score. Some people have done an interesting thing. When the match starts, they do this. They jump and use the back of the car to hit the ball, sort of like a scissor kick. And sometimes they actually make it. Okay, so I see cars flying, and here's the ball. Finally, a chance to score. So far so good. Basically nitrous is the key here to get a proper trajectory. But nitrous runs out. You start the game with 99 nitrous and I'm already at 80, so tough luck for me. Also, I find that that cute robot sound you keep hearing is taken from Star Wars, from R2-D2. Not so sure they had the permissions to use it. So my car is flipped. It's stuck. And it took a while to reset. It's a buggy game with problems. The best aspects are probably the graphics and the fact that you can find the server, well, reasonably fast, I would say. Okay, so the ball is in the field. The red team is trying to score and they just failed. Courtesy of a teammate of mine. Keep in mind, I've been playing for about 4 or 5 minutes and I haven't touched the ball properly yet. Yes, I have actually touched it a bit, but haven't been able to change its direction. There's also another aspect here that's puzzling. There's a timer on the ball, and when one of the players hits it, it changes color, which is a mechanism I have yet to figure out, probably having to do with possession and other things like that, or the way it rolls. Running around like a headless chicken. Confusing controls, and speaking of which, you also have settings here. So go to the settings, you can adjust your controls, sensitivity, gyro flight, you can play with the camera height and distance, and with the audio. And now the match is about to come to an end. 9 seconds left, and should be finishing like a draw, unless someone scores, which is very unlikely. Okay, so it's a draw in the end. Well, apparently the red team won even though there was no score here, and that was a fine example of a bug. We exited, and let's see other aspects of Turbo League. The game has been receiving quite a few negative reviews in the Play Store, and I have to say they're right. There are buggy controls, buggy camera, you cannot upgrade your car, you cannot buy other cars unless you spend real money. The soundtrack is uninspired, you only have 2 maps to play with. What else? The gameplay is not very engaging, it's very hard to get control of the ball, also very hard to score, and it's a bit frustrating overall, so I'm not being very impressed here. Okay, so apparently we're into another session and we're trying to exit. The only good thing about the customization of the car is the fact you can apply decals, and that's pretty much it. Pinstripes and all sorts of cookie stuff. Exit, yes. So in the end, Turbo League is a pretty big letdown. It was launched in December last year. I'm playing it on the Gionee M6 and I'm giving it a 5.7 out of 10. The other cars you can unlock are those ones. They cost a bundle. And this is the basic one, which I actually played with paint, decals and wheels. So once again from Androidpipe.com, a 5.7 out of 10 for Turbo League. It may try to be a Rocket League clone, but it does not quite succeed. It needs an update for the controls and the camera, and it would maybe be okay. This is it from us. Bye bye.